Good morning, my lovely. Did you sleep well?
Good morning, my precious. I woke up a couple of times. I tossed and turned. It must have been the spicy food. But I'm excited about today. I get to pick Lucy from the doghouse.
Right, the doghouse. That reminds me, I must so tell you about this dream I had last night. I must so tell you.
Another dream? It seems as if I am denied of remembering any of my dreams. I want to hear it though. I am very curious.
So, I was on my way to work taking my usual number 149 bus. By the way, this was a dream in full-blown colors, you know. Not one of those unfinished black and white ones. Anyways.
A dream in full-blown colors.
Halfway there, I couldn't help but notice this old lady, late 70s, posturing herself in such a way that I could readily sense she was staring at me with quite an uncomfortable intensity. And this goes on for quite a while, mind you.
Someone you knew?
No, she did not seem remotely familiar. A sadness in her face that compels you to throw your indifference away. What could I do? Puzzled if I must say something. Instead I see her coming towards me and placing her hand in my shoulder. I was still seated at this point.
Very curious.
In her emotional voice she said she was not from around here and that she doesn't usually talk to strangers, but I reminded her of someone very, very close to her, and she could not help herself.
Very curious indeed.
That's what I thought. You well know I am not the sentimental type by nature, but she had gotten to me, you know. Her hands trembling, eyes soaked, her throat dry, quite a scene I tell you, my lovely. She had gotten to me.
Who in the world could have been a guy that she reminded her of?
Exactly my thoughts, my lovely. It's obvious to her by now. I'm dying to know myself.
Her lover? Her husband? Maybe her son?
Oh, I will tell you. Are you ready? Her dog. I reminded her of her dog.
What? Her fricking dog?
Exactly. What would you have done? So I said, I am glad one of us thinks this is funny, and I got up and was about to walk away. She grabbed my hand and looked at me with the same sad face and she said, I would never dare make fun of you, and yes, I understand how strange this all sounds.
Oh my. What did you do?
What could I do? It was all perplexingly strange, but she sounded very desperate, so I sat back down. And she began her story. How her dog died in an accident in 1972.
Wait. You were born in 1972.
Exactly. And I told her, that's funny, I was born in 1972. She seemed quite offended that I wasn't taking her seriously. She looked at me sadly and said, he was run over by a van on June 9, 1972, as we were about to cross the road.
Impossible, that is your birthday.
That's precisely what I said. So she filled me in on the details. She had stepped out with the dog, but another high vehicle hid the coming van, which ran over the dog. The front bumper hit his neck. The dog died soon after.
Oh, my heavens.
You won't believe this, my lovely, but if you give me your hand and I can easily show you. You would feel touching it. I have a scar at the same exact place.
What? Are you serious?
Well, what do you think?
What do I think? Fuck you. You piece of shit. Making up this bullshit on the fly. You good-for-nothing cocksucker. Fuck you. Here I am wasting all my morning listening to you. Thinking I can't help you find your way through all this psychobabble. God, I love it.
My lovely, when exactly did you say you were getting Lucy from the doghouse?